Hey everyone, welcome back to another From Your Scrap Bin video. I have another layout here, and actually what this is, you might recognize some of this. So last month I used some of this collection, and I was going to separate the scraps and put everything away because I wasn't sure I was going to get another layout, but I really liked some of these papers. I mean, I love this wood grain. That floral that's on the right hand side is really, really pretty. So I thought, you know what, let me see what I can pull together for this. So what I did, and I believe I did it mostly off screen, but I kind of went through the Picture My Life cards, which is what Close to My Heart calls their, pocket page scrapbooking cards. And anything that I could like fussy cut, I set aside and decided to fussy cut. And I did slow down this video a little bit because I actually forgot to record the ending part of it, but I'm really happy that I went ahead and tried for one more layout with this collection. And I used up a lot of it, so there was hardly anything left to even separate, and I don't even remember what I kept. I did this right after I did last month, so it's been a while since I did this layout as well, but I thought, hey, why not just do another one because I love this collection. So I fussy cut a bunch of flowers, and there wasn't much as far as ephemera went to go with this, but it's kind of more of a simple layout, but at the same time, yeah, I would say it's kind of more of a simple layout. And I did pull a couple things in from my stash, some acrylic, some vellum shapes that I punched out of, scraps of vellum. So, when I put together the shadow boxes that I like to do with my little scrapbook store with Doodlebug stuff, I usually take the vellum that's left over because you get an 8.5 by 11 piece of vellum. So I take that leftover piece because you cut it down to 8 by 8. And I will usually punch shapes or die cut shapes out of that to have in a little drawer ready to use. And this is a good example. You won't see me getting that vellum ready, but you will see the in the layout at the end, and there's two vellum butterflies on it. Is there just two? Yeah, it looks like there's just two. So I had just a few scraps. I had that pink paper, so I decided to go ahead and use a scallop border on that pink paper and cut a border that went all the way along the wood grain. That kind of just gave those two papers a little bit more interest instead of just being kind of plain. Looking at the layout now, I probably could have pulled out some of my peel-offs, but I never remember to use them anymore. I need to try to remember to use those a little more often. And I felt like I wanted to mount these photos under something or over something. I didn't want to just put them on the layout again. But what I had here, I didn't have much to choose from. That I didn't want to pull in the colors from that kind of tealish green paper, even though I really liked the way that color. I just decided I didn't want to pull that in. So I like this pink because I feel like there's, a good amount of pink on this layout. So I took the card, and it doesn't span the entire width, you can see there, but it does enough to kind of give it a little bit of interest. So I'm just taking the cards, I'm inking the edges, and I'm going to add them to the bottom left corner and the top right corner, and that's what I'm doing here. I am inking all my edges with my pewter ink. That's from Close to My Heart. It's just a really nice gray, and my other gray, you guys know, ran up. I tried the Distress ink, but the Distress ink is just not my thing. So I really prefer the Close to My Heart inks, and so I believe I also have the re-inker for it, but anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Obviously, I'm going to cover up this scallop piece where it kind of sticks out and shows that, I didn't have the full paper. So yeah, that is all finished there. And I really wanted to add more layers, but like I said, I had that pink kind of checkered paper on the right, but nothing really, I don't know, I feel like that pink was just a little bit too busy and dark, and so I don't know, I was playing around quite a bit. In that little bucket there, you can see is all the flowers that I've fussy cut. And I think I fussy cut those from, yeah, the Picture My Life cards, not the pattern paper. There is a pattern paper with some flowers on it, and I tried to use it, but I felt like it didn't really go because of the floral background paper that's on the whole page. So, and I didn't want this page to be way too busy anyway. These are pictures of me and my husband from recently. We had to go to a wedding, so yeah, I actually wore makeup and everything. Not the best of pictures, but they're still nice pictures. I like them. So I knew I kind of wanted to do a top left to bottom right type of cluster. At this point, I had no idea what I wanted the title to be. And really, there's not much left that I show you in the video, and I do apologize for that. I forgot to record it, so I'm going to tell you really quick. I do keep the clusters, top left, bottom right. I dug through my white acrylic drawer and found the word forever, so that ended up being my title. I do add some pink fresh, like the buttercream colored gems in the center of the flowers, a bunch of them in the center of the flowers. And then I sprinkle some Picket Fence Studio, I believe they're Moon and Sun or something like that, Moon and Stars, I don't know, but the tiniest little gems are on the page. So you can see that in the still shot photos at the end. And again, I apologize that I forgot to record a bunch of this, but I mean, really, there's not much more that I do other than adding the butterfly. Here's where I kind of thought, oh, I'm going to see how these butterflies look. So, and I did add some gems into the center of the butterflies as well. So that is my layout. Sorry it's so short, but I hope you guys like it anyway. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's a very beautiful layout, very simple, but it still works for me quite a bit. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will join us next month from our scrap bin, and I'll see you next time. Bye.